Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I am Warners, and today I'm going to be going over the Horror Subclass survey for the recently released Unearthed Arcana subclasses. I don't know if I'm going to get through all of it today. I might do a second stream sometime later this week because I only have about 2 hours, and there's not 8, 9 subclasses to go through, something like that. So we will see. But that being said, let's getting the chat activated. Activate selected, yes. Okay. Oh, Glitch King! I think maybe the best way to do Hexblade is to actually make a blade out of shadow when you cast Hex and be able to make it attack on that bonus action of the Hex cast. Ooh, that sounds really cool actually. And the blade would last as long as Hex is up, and it can be a bonus action attack. Oh, yeah. Then if you go Pact of the Blade, you can dual wield as if they had the Nick property and were considered light. Yeah, because if they're gonna go, if it's gonna be called a Hexblade, it should probably have a blade, you know? I'm definitely, like, the fact that they're, that they had the Blade Singer in the other more recent UA, like why can't they have a, well, I don't know, it's complicated because Pact of the Blade exists and it's really good, so I don't know. Anyway, I need to first of all, is the chat working now? Let's put a message in this real quick. Okay, the chat is working, but it's a little small, which is interesting. I don't know what caused that. Let's, yeah, what caused it to be so small? That's disappointing. Do I really want to deal with this right now? I don't know if I do. If I can do it quickly, I will adjust it. Let's see. Styling. Text-to-speech styling. Is it under visibility or styling? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Styling, probably. No. Effects? I just want it to be bigger. It was so big before. Huh. Okay, I guess it is what it is. Overlay? Menu. Well, I can hide the menu bar? Oh yeah, I don't need to see that shit. Okay. Oh, but if I hide the menu bar, then I can't see where it is. Never mind. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that today. We're just going to have a chat that is very small. Let's just get going with the actual stream. So we can get this survey, at least most of the survey written. I can still see the messages, so that's all that really matters. I will be going to scene 3. I will move the chat a bit, and I will do this. I'll make the chat bigger. And I will do that. Okay. Oh. Let me know if that music is too loud or anything, by the way, guys. Just want to make sure everything is running smoothly. Okay, so I have the UA here, and then I have the survey here. I'm going to assume that you guys have at the very least, have read the UA, because there's so much I have to go over. Should I use this display, or should I use, because I have another display option. The thing is, I have a really wide monitor, so it makes it kind of hard to see. By the way, Glitch, are people talking in the chats, by the way? Because I saw your messages, Glitch King. Okay, no, there's no new stuff. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. Like, let me see. Does that go into the chat? Yes. Okay, we are getting messages. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Okay, we're doing good. Okay, let's get started with this UA, guys. If you're not able to see things, whatever. I'll tell you what I'm saying, I guess. Age. I am 30, guys. You guys get to know that, so that's cool. Dude, there's some discrimination here. You can only use 2 characters. So it's discriminating against people that are 100 years old. What the hell? Okay. Would you like to rate material presented in horror subclasses? Yes. What was the first edition of D&D that you played? I actually... 5e is my first edition. I started pretty early on though, so... yeah. It also has to do with the fact that I'm 30, so I was 20 when 5th edition came out. So I'm just not that old. I guess I was 19 because it's 2014. Anyway. Okay, you may notice that we're using a new scale. Essentially, green means go. Rating a feature as green means you like it, either as written or with tweaks. Huh. With tweaks. Is that hard to see, by the way? Let me double check. You guys can... no, I'm gonna do this. Eesh. Come on. I'm gonna make it easier to see. Oh my god. And then later I might want to put the actual... We're gonna make this work, guys. I'm gonna make this look good. I'm gonna put the survey here. And then, can I do this? Oh. How does that look? Does that look crazy? It does kind of look crazy. Okay, I'll make the display bigger real quick. Because I got this wide angle thing. Sorry people. Sorry for the delay. Okay, come on. Let me get the actual size of my screen. Oh, that chat message went away so quickly. Oh, I'm so upset, guys. My freaking messages are not what they should be. It just goes away way too fast. Okay. But now we can see things better. What do people say? Oh, Petter? Is that how you say it? If you want to write comments, rate the thing yellow. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Started with 3.5, yeah. Okay. I feel like that looks decent enough. Yeah, you guys can see everything. Okay. Okay, and then red means stop, blah, blah, blah. Okay, what sections of the of this Unearthed Arcana are you interested in providing feedback for? All of them. I'll be honest though, guys. There are a few I don't really care as much about. Those mostly being the Phantom Rogue and the College of Spirits Bard. I will still do it, but they're just not. I feel like they're fine, and I don't have a lot of strong opinions about them. But yeah, let's do this. Okay, have you playtested the Reanimator subclass as presented in the article? Playtested, meaning I actually played it? I guess the answer would be no. Okay. And I have gone through, I have read all these subclasses, and I have thoughts about all of them. So let's see. So we have Artificer, Reanimator. Let's go over each ability. The Reanimator spells, I'm totally fine with. Yeah, they're totally fine. False Life, Spare the Dying, Witch Bolt, Blindness, Deafness, Enhance Ability, Animate Dead, Lightning Bolt, Blight, Death Ward. I would replace Blight though with Summon Construct. I feel like that's so fitting. Then Anti-Life Shell and Raise Dead. Honestly, the music is a little too loud for me. I'm gonna turn it down at least for me. So yeah, I would say it's green for me. Yeah, it's fine. Jolt to Life. When you cast Spare the Dying, you can modify the spell so it sends a jolt of electricity through the target. Reviving it, the target regains 1 hit point, and each creature in a hit point emanation originating from the target must make a dexterity saving throw against your spell save DC, taking lightning damage equal to 1d4 plus half your artificer level rounded up. So this ability is cool, but I will say it's very like, I don't know, I feel like it won't happen that often for one of your main 3rd level features, but again, it's partnered with the actual main 1st level 3rd level feature, so I think it's fine. Oh, Animate Dead in the pet up bonus action conflicts. Yeah, I didn't really think about that. Wait, the new Animate Dead, does it require bonus action? A bunch of them interfere with bonus actions. I'm gonna do this so that the chat looks a bit nicer. Yeah, isn't that crazy, by the way, guys, how fast that chat goes away? What the fuck? I had all these settings set, and it just, like, goes away, like, instantly. It's so annoying. Yeah, I know you need to command your construct. So let me think. Witch Bolt, yeah, bonus action. I guess I'm not as familiar with Animate Dead. Yeah, Witch Bolt 100%. And wait, let's go D&D Beyond. I feel like I'm not going to get through this if I go through every single ability in a lot of detail. But this is also a subclass that I'm a little more interested in than the other ones. So let's see. Choose a pile of bones on a corpse of medium or small. Okay. Oh yeah. So I am used to the old Animate Dead. I didn't really read the new one. On each of your turns, you take a bonus action to mentally command any creature you make with this spell. So yeah, honestly, straight up, they should make it. They should get rid of Animate Dead. I don't know what other 9th level option they could put, but Blight just sucks. Replace Blight with Summon Construct. I understand Summon Construct isn't technically a zombie, but I feel like Frankenstein's monster vibes is definitely like more of a construct. It's a flesh construct, but they literally have a flesh golem in the monster manual, you know? So like, I feel like it's not that big of a stretch. That being said, I'll put it yellow just so I can tell them about it. Jolt to Life is fine. Reanimated Companion. I have to say, I am pretty okay with most of the features with the companion. I am getting a little tired of pet classes and Artificer though. Like, what's interesting is with the release of the new Eberron book, it'll be the first time there will be more non-pet subclasses than pet subclasses for the Artificer until this one comes out, and then it'll be half-half again. I don't know, I just feel like I'm not that interested in pet class subclasses personally, so it's just kind of, I don't know. The companion is friendly to you, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to read through all of this. You guys probably have read this already. And I went over it today myself. I think it's fine. I don't have a lot to complain about it. So yeah, I'm just going to make it green. Most of these are green. Strange modifications. Let's read that one though. Where is that? Choose when you create a companion. Yeah, you can cast spells, or you can command the companion to strike twice. Wasn't there something about the pet is meant to die, but it's too expensive for an Artificer to resummon spell slots? Because isn't there something like you can do it for free or something? But then it costs, you do it once for free? Ability to you and your allies. Once you create a companion, you can't do so again if you finish a long rest or expend a spell slot to create one. Yeah, that sucks for a half caster. I've never been a big fan of Artificer, to be honest. And it's not that I dislike the thematics of it. It's that it's a weird half caster that doesn't really have a set thing it does, and everything is determined by the subclass basically. And like a paladin, you know what a paladin's supposed to do, you know what a ranger's supposed to do, a little less than paladin. But Artificer, it's like, what's the subclass? That's what you're doing, you know. I might mention that it's a little, oh man, yeah, because Death Burst. I gotta say though, 2d6 really isn't that much damage. So do you want to Death Burst it? I don't know. Okay, let's see, improved reanimation. Yeah, you can add, with bloated, you can additionally add your intelligence modifier to the damage dealt by companion's Death Burst. I guess it's AoE. It's a small AoE, but it is an AoE, and you could use bloated to make it bigger. When you cast Revivify, raise it. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, let's go with... I'll make the reanimated companion yellow, and everything else I'll make green, because... yeah. And overall, how do you feel about the Reanimator subclass? I like the Reanimator, but with significant changes. What keeps you from rating Reanimator spells as green? The companion is bonus action dependent, but there are too many other spells that are also bonus action dependent. dependent. For example, animate dead. Did I spell animate right? Yeah, I guess I did. And witch bolt. Okay. Summon construct. Construct. I promise I can spell, guys. I'm just letting the spell check do the work for me. You know what I mean? Summon construct is right there, and I feel like it would be such a natural addition to the spell list. There we go. Okay, what keeps you from rating Reanimator Companion as green? I'm gonna go with what you guys were saying. For a half, the reanimated, stupid capitalization stuff. Companion. The Reanimated Companion has conflicting designs. With the Reanimated Companion is too expensive to use as an ability that encourages you to kill it with death burst, especially no, the summon spells don't use any action to command them. Well, that's what I'm saying, is summon construct doesn't use a bonus action, so that's why it's better. But what is it? Animate dead and Witch Bolt does use a bonus action. So I was saying that summon construct would be way better of a spell, you know, to put on the list. Okay, with death burst. Okay, what was I saying? Sorry. The Reanimating Companion. Why is it such a small box? I just forgot what I wrote. The Reanimating Companion is too expensive to use as an ability that encourages you to kill with death burst. Oh, you're fine. No worries. Oh, I didn't. So, guys, this is so dumb. So my chat that I personalized to like have messages last really long and everything, they just like instantly go away. So if I missed your message, it's just, and I don't look at it in like a few seconds, it's just like gone instantly. You know what I'll do? I'm gonna pop out, because you guys are watching on the vertical chat, it seems. Maybe it's not the vertical chat. Anyway, I'll pop out the chat that you guys are in, just so I can see it better. Yeah, I'll pop it out. And then if anyone else messages on another chat, I can see it too on my little screen. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Glitch King. Yeah. It does not require bonus action. On a half caster, especially. You know, it's kind of funny, guys. This subclass in a lot of ways is kind of similar to the Warlock I'm working on. I had to copy my comment into Word to proof it. Those boxes are incredibly tiny. Yeah, they are. Oh my gosh. That might be a better idea, yeah. I'm trying to do this quickly, so maybe not. Maybe not for this, but if I planned ahead of time, it would have been good. How you doing, by the way, Ronan? Welcome, welcome. I think being able to use this... Wait, can you revive it with Spare the Dying? Or is it only on your compatriots? Like your... I assume not. Because if the whole thing is about... Is it considered a construct? It's undead. Okay, yeah, so Spare the Dying wouldn't work on it, if I'm remembering the rules right. Yeah. No, it's not that way. Oh yeah, for sure, man. I'm mostly opinionated on the Ranger and Hexblade, as a lot of people are. So I'm gonna be crashing out when we get to that. Int mod per long rest. Yeah, I think int mod per long rest would be pretty like reasonable for the reanimated companion, in my opinion. So yeah. Okay, what's next? College of Spirits. This is one of the ones I have the least amount of opinions on. I do have some opinions. Part of the reason why I don't have a lot of opinions on this one is that I don't really like it that much. I don't like the flavor, but it's not that it's bad. It's just that it's not my thing, you know? I love bards, and yeah, so we got the channeler ability. You get guidance. You employ tools that aid you in channeling spirits. You gain a gaming set. Oh yeah, I'm very opinionated about the Hexer Warlock. Yeah. Ugh. While holding a spellcasting focus, you can take a bonus action to expend one use of your bardic inspiration to call forth the powers of a spirit. Roll the bardic inspiration die and refer to the spirit's channel for the spirits from beyond table to determine the spirit you channel. Then choose one creature you can see within 30 feet of yourself as the spirit's target. The spirit immediately takes effect. If the spirit's effect requires a saving throw, to see blah blah blah. Oh yeah, the Whispers Bard is fun. Yeah, that would have been nice. Okay, but so you roll. It's random, right? Or do you pick it? No, you roll. Regains hit points. Yeah. So you get some hit points. Target takes force damage. You control one roll of your. Wait. Okay, so you roll and then you choose what creature it affects. Okay. Until the end of your next turn, any creature that hits you. It is fun, I have to say. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't think about that. Okay, so you get regains hit points. Target takes force damage equal to one roll of your bardic inspiration die plus your charisma modifier, so some damage. Avenger, until the end of your next turn, any creature that hits the target with a melee attack roll takes force damage equal to a roll of your bardic inspiration die. Okay. The target can immediately take a reaction to teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see. Target has advantage on a d20 test until the start of its turn. Target gains temporary hit points equal to a roll of your bardic inspiration die plus your bard level. While it has these temporary hit points, the target's speed increases by 10 feet. The target must use... Okay. These are all fine. There's nothing wrong with these. Oh, and there's more, yeah. It's interesting though, because I like how it's implemented though. The fact that it like goes up, like you don't have access to them until you get higher levels in bards, and it's very natural because of how the table works. So the higher level ones are just higher numbers, you know. True Strike in 2024 really allows the Wizard's Bard to be more of a gish. Give it some nice power that wasn't there in 2014. Oh yeah, I really like the new True Strike. Empowered channeling once per turn. When you cast a bard spell that deals damage or restores hit points, roll a d6. You gain a bonus to one of your spell's damage rolls, or the total hit points the spell. Yeah, I honestly think this one's fine. I don't have any complaints really. I played the original Spirits Bard. It was a pain in the ass and didn't feel rewarding. I still had fun making up stories to fit the Spirit's tales, but the action economy was dreadful. What do you, as someone who's played the Spirits Bard, what do you think about this new one? Do you like it? Because I like it. Well, I'm okay with it. I don't know. I feel like people that like it will love it, and people that don't care about it will feel like me, just be kind of neutral. It is good, technically. It's just, I don't know how, if I feel... I'm gonna say... No. Have you playtested the College of Spirits subclass? Is Bridge of the Unearthed? Overall, how do you feel about the College of Spirits subclass? I like the College of Spirits as written or with tweaks. I'll just say green. Yeah, I don't really have any complaints. I'm just gonna do all green and we're gonna go on to the next one. Again, I only have 2 hours, so I'm gonna try to focus on the ones I care about. And so I did play a Grave Cleric once, you know, like a one-shot, so I'll say yes for that. The flavor is great mechanically. The Spirits Bard still needs work in my opinion. Yeah, it's one of those things where like I feel like if it releases the way it is, no one will be mad. But it's like, it's still not like, I don't read it and think, oh my gosh, I want to play that, you know? And then we have the Grave Domain Cleric. I freaking love the new Grave Domain. Let's go over all these though. Let's so the Curse Patch of the Grave is definitely nerfed. Path of the Grave is nerfed. It's fine. I'm not that into it, but I'm not that against it. But then Sentinels at Death's Door, when you or a bloody creature you can see within 30 feet of yourself is hit with an attack roll, you can take a reaction to halve the attack's damage. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your Wisdom modifier. You regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Yeah, that's fine. Divine, oh yeah, gotta go up first. Circle of Mortality. Wait, what? How this is organized is a bit confusing. You gain the ability to manipulate the... They definitely combined the Death Domain with the Grave Domain, by the way, because they have Divine Reaper, which I think is cool. You gain the ability to manipulate the balance between life and death, granting you the following benefits. Pull of Death. Once per turn, when you cast a spell or hit with an attack roll and deal damage to a bloody creature, that creature takes an extra 1d4 necrotic damage. Fine. When you would normally roll one or more dice to restore hit points to a creature at 0 hit points with a spell or channel divinity, don't roll those dice for the healing instead. Yeah, okay, I remember this. Yeah, you just get max healing. It's a fun healer subclass that's really unique. Yeah, I'll go over the spells. We got Bane. I like Bane. Chill Touch as a cantrip, fine. Detect evil and good, fine. Gentle repose, good. Rave enfeeblement is not that good, but whatever, it's thematic. Revivify, vampiric touch. Blight, dispel evil and good. Hold monster and raise dead. The spell list is fine. The flavor is great mechanically. The spirit bard, oh yeah, I already read that. I would say Circle of Mortality is good. Yes. Grave Domain spells, they're fine. The thing is, Cleric's spell list is so good that I can't really complain much about their spell list. You know what I mean? Path to the Grave as a bonus. Yeah. I already read all that. It's just okay. I don't know. It's a whole channel divinity use. Yeah, vampiric touch is not good. That I definitely agree with that. Oh, I guess I forgot the 1d8 plus your cleric level. It's good. I like Path to the Grave. I forgot about that part. Sentinels at Death Door is fine. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I'm pretty okay with this cleric. Keeper of Souls. When you cast a spell level 5 or lower from the Necromancy School that targets one creature or spell from the Grave Domain spells table, you can expend a use of Channel Divinity to target a second creature within the spell's range. If the spell, yep. Enhanced Necromancy is pretty good. When an enemy dies within 60 feet of you, you or one creature you can see within 60 feet of yourself regain hit points. Okay. Yeah, this is good. It's good. It's good. I like it. I like it. Let's go to the next one. Okay, time for me to be really opinionated, guys, okay? Oh yeah. Vampiric Touch for Speak with Dead, that would be cool. For sure. What do they mean by playtested, by the way? I know what they mean, but like, do they really think in a week we played a game with these subclasses? I don't know. So even though I'm really mad about this subclass, I'm actually gonna do yellow. Because I'm mad, but it's for an obvious reason that you guys all know about. It's that everything is tied to Hunter's Mark. Everything. And I'm sure they're gonna get tons of stuff about that. But I'm also gonna talk about other stuff besides that. So there's the obvious Hunter's Mark problem. And I have two solutions. There's the one that I came up with on my own, and then there's one that I've heard other people talk about that seems good. But yeah, so Wrath of the Wild and basically all these subclass features are tied to you using Hunter's Mark. Spike Growth requires concentration, and it's a spell you get at 5th level on their spell list that it seems odd, doesn't really fit. Awaken just isn't that great of a spell. It's whatever though, like I don't really care. This AC bonus is a little too much in my opinion. And then Unnerving Aura. When an enemy starts its turn with a 10-foot emanation originating from you, it makes a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC. On a failed save, it takes either an action or bonus action on this turn, not both. It's fine. What I think, one thing that I was thinking about today though was the fact that even though it has really powerful abilities, they don't really synergize that well. Oh really? The new Wrathful Smite is concentration? I bet the old one was too. I just need to check because I know they changed some of the spells. D&D Beyond. Why can't I just type in on Google and it go to D&D Beyond? It's so annoying. Thought the description mentioned Vangs. Like the subclass should be an unarmed rend attack. Should have an unarmed rend attack? Yeah. Maybe scaling similar to Monk's unarmed strikes and have it use your wisdom mod for attack. Yeah, that'd be cool. I often think that Rangers should have something like Eldritch Invocations. Oh, you're fine. I was just double checking. Yeah, because I know they took away concentration from some spells. But what I was gonna say though is, okay, so if you're a monster and something close to you, something runs at you and it has a really high armor class, so it's gonna be hard to hit it. When you're close to it, it makes it so that you can't use one of your bonus action or your action. As a monster, I just want to stay away from this guy, but the problem is this subclass doesn't give anything to make it so that I can't get away from them. None of the abilities stop or prevent movement, or like have a way to like pull them closer to you. Oh, that's good. Phantom Steed is for hit and run, and the armor boost makes frontline. Yeah, it's very unintuitive. Like it's Phantom Steed would be great as like an archer, probably. And then, but then you definitely want to be within 10 feet for the use your aura thing. I didn't like spike growth and the concentration spell, suggested replacing it with Misty Step, which felt appropriate. Oh yeah, that'd be cool. And then Rod and Violence, it's another aura. It takes necrotic or psychic damage. I guess there is, at 11th level, you get Strangling Roots, which can activate a slow mastery property, but that's at level 11. That's the first synergy to slowing things. Then Ancient Endurance. Yeah, it's just like healing stuff. I don't know. Yeah, Spike Growth limits movement, but you have to concentrate on it, so you can't concentrate on Hunter's Mark, so none of your features are working with it. Sadly. So yeah, I'm gonna say it's really kind of fantastic take. Oh, I watched that video actually, that the subclass is just Ranger Barbarian. I watched that today actually. I watched the Twigs video, because you're giving up concentrating on other spells for damage. And yeah, honestly, what if they just made this a Barbarian subclass and you switch out Hunter's Mark for Rage? I feel like that would be awesome. Okay, Wrath of the Wild. I don't like this feature. Hungering Might. I'm gonna put yellow for most of the other features. And the reason why is because if you change Wrath of the Wild, these are good. You know what I mean? They're not that bad. So I won't put them in the red. But I do want to write about them. Okay. Actually, let's put it in red, just so they know. Yeah, it definitely would probably overlap with World Tree. Okay, let's do this, guys. Okay. Okay. So, where do I start? I'm not gonna say that. Only 500 characters. So, spike growth requires concentration. Oh my god, guys, I know that was spelled wrong. And this whole subclass only works when you are concentrating on Hunter's Mark, so it makes it feel weird on the spell list, requiring me to expend spell slots while I'm already concentrating on a spell. It just feels unfulfilling. Yeah. Yeah, no, totally. Phantom Steed is very thematic. Oh my god. Thematic. But if meant to be used in combat, it feels odd as well. I could definitely see out of combat it being good. Awaken? Just isn't that great of a spell, and Ranger really needs the help. I will say that feature is kind of like a retroactive death ward plus a bunch of extra HP. Yeah. Hungering Might, I feel like there should be some sort of damage buff while you aren't bloodied. Oh, yeah, yeah. While you are bloodied. Okay. Needs the help. Okay, yeah. Okay, but wait. Huh? Oh, I can't give my opinion. Wait, I'm gonna go back, guys. I can't give my opinion on it if I do red. I'm gonna give my opinion on it. Okay. Okay. So, first of all, as you guys know, a lot of us don't like the Hunter's Mark reliance. I know that was so bad. In the base class. So this subclass feature that the whole subclass builds off of, requiring Hunter's Mark, feels really bad. Yeah. Why can't I give a recommendation for something that I think is awful? Okay. I suggest you use favored enemy as a resource, similar to how Circle of Stars Druid uses wild shape. Make the subclass feature transformation consume these consume it. Okay. Another option is to require the ranger to concentrate on any ranger spell to activate it. Why give ranger so many good spells if we... okay, I can't write my petty grievance. So many good spells, it feels like a waste. That's what I'm gonna say. Perfectly 500 characters. Okay. Hungering Might. Hungering Might, you get a bonus to Constitution saving throws. Oh, I forgot to say anything about the AC. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of my last sentence. AC bonus feels too strong in my feels too strong. Yeah, okay. Limit was why I proofed it in Word. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll bet. Okay, you gain a bonus to Constitution saving throws equal to your wisdom modifier. That's fine. Okay. I feel like the subclass wants you to keep enemies close to you, but you don't get any way to do that up until level 11, or by using spike growth that then would get rid of Wrath of the Wild, since it relies on Hunter's Mark. This feature is fine. It's just not synergizing with what the subclass is trying to do. That's what I think, guys. My fix for Hunter's Mark is allow you to contract Hunter's Mark and another ranger spell that have access to according to ranger level. That way no multi-class cheesing. I think I've given up on getting rid of Hunter's Mark concentration. So that's why I'm suggesting them to just be able to use their subclass features, use favored enemy as a resource like Wild Shape that some subclasses use to do completely different things. If they were ever going to remove concentration from Hunter's Mark, it should have been the level, I think it's level 10 feature, where they make it so you can't lose concentration on Hunter's Mark. That 100% should have been, you no longer have to concentrate on Hunter's Mark. It's like a level 10 feature. Okay, what keeps you from rating Rotten Violence as green? Again, this feature in a vacuum is good. It just feels a bit late. Level 13. Yeah, level 13. Like, if you're level 13 ranger, I feel like you've earned not being able to concentrate on Hunter's Mark. I would have preferred it to be like a level like 6 or 7, level 7 thing, but they're not gonna do that. I don't know. Ancient Endurance. Yeah, this is also fine. Immunity to exhaustion could be kind of weird, but I don't know. This is also fine in a vacuum, but my 15th level feature making me concentrate on a first level spell to use it feels bad, especially with the amazing spells available to ranger at this level. At this level, you're getting access. Wait, no, isn't it? Is it 17th level that you get access to 5th level spells for ranger? Yeah, I think it is. But like, what's it called? The one where you get to use, if you're longbow ranger, you get to use you get to do 2 extra attacks with your bonus action, but it's concentration. Like, I can't use that because I'm concentrating on Hunter's Mark. Okay, anyway, I feel like that's pretty good. It could be cool, but okay. Phantom Rogue. This is another one like the Spirit's Bard where I'm not super opinionated about this one. The Wells from the Grave is good. It's like, I think, wasn't the old version like a way smaller range to inflict the half the sneak attack damage? Use this feature a number of times equal to your dexterity modifier. Yeah, it's fine. When Conjure Barrage. Oh, I was talking about maybe you were looking at an old thing. Oh yeah, Conjure Barrage isn't concentration. Is not concentration, I don't think. Oh yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. No. It's like Swift Quiver. There we go. I said it. Swift Quiver. Why is that so hard to say? That's what I was thinking of. Whispers of the Dead. When you finish a short or long rest, I'm gonna say no. You can choose one skill or tool proficiency that you lack and gain it as a ghostly presence shares its knowledge with you. Yeah, that's fine. The Whispers of the Dead. Tokens of the Departed. The Soul Trinket thing that you don't get to level 9. My biggest criticism with a lot of rogue subclasses is you get things so late. And you can cast Speak with Dead at level 9 too. Yeah, I'm honestly probably just gonna say that it's good. Yeah, the tool proficiency is great for crafting, I do have to say. I'm gonna say that this class is fine. I just feel like Tokens of the Departed is just so late. But it's a rogue, so like that's just how the rogue works. You know? It's late until you get cool shit. So you know, that's just kind of how it is. Yeah, it's fine. I just feel like this is a good feature, but it just feels really late. Maybe if we got some sort of mini version of this with whales from the grave, and then upgraded it at level 9, it might feel better. I know that's just typical rogues, but that's my opinion on it. It's really sad that they thought that the scaling and sneak attack damage is all you really need for so many levels. Yeah, I know, right? It just doesn't really feel that much like a subclass. Like, this feels like a feature, an actual feature that defines the subclass, but you don't get it till you're like almost done with the campaign. Okay, Shadow Sorcerer. I know that a lot of people are upset about the Hound of Ill Omen, but I'm not really. I'm fine with it. I think it's fine. I'm okay with it being. Also, a lot of people have talked negatively about them making spells features. I agree that it's bad in some instances, but when they take away concentration from normally concentration spells, I think that's fun. And it also blows my mind that at what level do you get it? Oh yeah, level 6. At level 6, which is not that high level, you can cast Summon Undead without concentration, which is a summon that has HP and it has attacks that do good damage, and it doesn't have any action economy once you cast it for you. At level 6 you can do it, but Hunter's Mark is still so OP to them to be concentration. Heightened spell buff makes the Hound of Ill Omen kind of obsolete. Oh yeah, like the old Hound, you mean? Yeah, no, I agree. I never played a Shadow Sorcerer, but I had someone that played one in a game. Two things about the Hound that make it better than Summon Undead. First, it was a bonus action. Second, it costs sorcery points. My fix is to allow you to cast Summon Undead with sorcerer points, and when you do, you can cast it as a bonus action. That's a good thing to keep in mind. Let me read this. I want to read it all the way, just to like, because there's something I was thinking about it that might be a little different than other classes that get a summon. When you cast Summon Undead without a material component, you can also cast it once without a spell slot. and you regain the ability to cast it in this way when you finish a long rest. Whenever you start casting the spell, you can modify it so that it doesn't require concentration. If you do so, the spell's duration becomes 1 minute for that casting. Okay, question, guys. The Paladin has a feature kind of like this, where you get a free smite. And I'm talking about the base Paladin class. You get 1 free smite that you can do once per day. Yeah, but can you upcast this, or does it stay the base level? That's what I'm curious about. Because I remember reading Paladin, and it's everyone that I've talked to about the Paladin, they interpret it as being a first level version of the spell, and you can't upcast it ever. Where is it? It's level 2. You always have Divine Smite spell prepared. In addition, you can cast it without expending a spell slot, but you must finish the long rest before you can cast it in this way again. Oh, you're fine. JP, how you doing? Welcome. So, this doesn't say anything about upcasting, and technically, this doesn't say anything about upcasting either. I get it. I get it. Yeah, I think Ronan, you help me. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. This is a free casting. This is casting it differently. That makes sense. Okay. I'm doing great. That makes, okay. I figured it out because of you guys. That makes so much more sense. I think that being able to cast this as an action, I don't think it's that big of a deal in my opinion. The main reason why is summons are really powerful. I feel like a lot of people, they because it's not as powerful as like the old conjure spells. Like, think about this. At level 20, you could technically upcast this at 9th level. I don't think you'd want to do that, but these summons, like, they get more HP, they get more attacks, the attack damage goes up. I use Summon Undead a lot in one of my D&D campaigns because I played a Warlock. Okay, let's not do 20. Let's say level, let's go with level 10. At level 10, no, level 11. At level 11, you have 6 level spell slots. The spirit makes the number of attacks equal to half the spell's level rounded down. So at 6th level, you can make 3 attacks. Yeah, I know you can do it only once, but I don't know. Do you guys, how many combats do you guys have in a session? Typically. Because honestly, so I have 2 different DMs that I meet with regularly. One of them is mostly playing out of source books, like we're in the middle of Out of the Abyss right now. And one of them is a Homebrew campaign. That Homebrew campaign, we normally have like 1 combat a session, but it's just a really long combat. And then the other one is more typical. I would just save the Summon Undead for what I feel like is like the, you know, like the really strong, like the really difficult combat, you know what I mean? But I don't know. Some people do like 6 combats in a adventuring day. I do like 3 typically. 1 to 3. 1 to 5, dang. I would save it for the last combat then. But like, some of these abilities are really good. Oh yeah, JP, I'm talking about in an adventuring day. Definitely not in a session. Oh yeah, we roleplay a lot in my group too. I would say I feel pretty good about the Shadow Sorcerer. 2 to 3, not counting the final encounter. Yeah, one campaign I do 1 to 2. Other campaign I do like 3 to 4. Yeah, but like, okay, here's a good example, guys. I am in a campaign where we literally just reached level 20. And right before we reached level 20, we actually fought a Tesseract. It was the first time I ever fought a Tesseract. This happened like 2 weeks ago, so that's why it's fresh in my mind. The combat was 4 sessions. One combat. 4 sessions. And these are like full 3 to 4 hour sessions. So yeah, we just have really epic like long combats. Anyway, I like Umbral Form. Let me review the spell list. I'll do that real quick. You got Bane, Darkness, Inflict Wounds. Inflict Wounds is whatever. Pass Without Trace, Hunger of Hadar. Oh, I love Hunger of Hadar, especially the new version, the upcast. Summon Undead, of course. Greater Invisibility is good. Phantasmal Killer is not great. Contagion and Creation. Okay. I'll go with yellow for spells. Theatrical combats. Oh yeah, yeah, they're very theatrical too. We had that combat. It's so hard to explain my campaign. It's the campaign I'm in. It's very complicated. But basically, we fought a bunch of monsters. Kept teleporting to where we were, and there was like an airship that was trying to help us escape, but monsters kept coming. And then finally, towards the end, a guy riding a Tesseract came, and he was like the final boss. It was crazy. Anyway, yeah, I'll make shadow spells yellow because there's some that I don't like that much. Yeah, Inflict Wounds is just not great anymore. And then some of these are not great. Spirits of Ill Omen. Yeah, I like that. Shadow Walk. Yeah, I like that. Umbral Form. Yeah, I like that. So we're just going to talk about the spell list. What keeps you from rating shadow spells a green? There is just some weak options that don't deliver on thematics. Enough to justify those being the removal of the extra necrotic damage from the level 6 feature while Form of Dread is active made me salty. I kind of asked them put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. No, I get that. No, totally. Those being inflict wounds, phantasmal killer, contagion. I don't really get, creation is not a bad spell, but I don't really get why it's here, so I'm gonna put creation. Okay, now for the other one I'm mad about. We're gonna talk about the Hexblade, guys, okay? Oh yeah. No, we're going to Hexblade first. Have you played Hexblade? Okay, guys, I haven't played Hexblade technically. Well, I have in a one-shot. But, okay, so my Warlock... First of all, Warlock is my favorite class in the game. I love Warlock. I'm actually currently working on my Arch-hag Warlock, which if you guys are curious about, here's some stuff. I'm reformatting my stuff. This isn't my art. This is just me figuring out how to do this. But yeah, this is my Arch-hag Warlock I've been working on. I'm super stoked to release it. Oh, actually, my artist, this is the current art that she's working on right now. She's not quite done. This is my Arch-hag Warlock. Isn't that sick? Anyway, so I love Warlock. The current Warlock I'm playing in a campaign that I just reached level 20. Oh, you're creating things from Shadow. I guess that makes sense. I'm a Celestial Warlock, but I asked my DM if I could get rid of the 6th level feature from Celestial Warlock and instead take the Hexblade feature, Accursed Spectre. The reason why is how my DM interpreted the Celestial Warlock is it's more of an Angel of Death that is my patron, and so the Accursed Spectre was actually pretty fitting. So I haven't technically played Hexblade, but I'm playing a melee Warlock that's multiclassed into Fighter. It's a whole thing. Anyway, I would say no. I'd like Hexblade Patron, but with significant changes. Spells are great. I really like the Hexblade spells. The spell list is awesome. Arcane Vigor, Hex, Magic Weapon, Shield, Wrathful Smite, Conjure Barrage, Dispel Magic, Freedom of Movement, Staggering Smite, Animate Object, Steal and Strike. Hex Warrior needs to come back. Oh yeah, give the subclass proficiency in medium armor and shields. Give them a free Pact of the Blade with Hex Warrior, and give them weapon masteries instead of Hex Maneuver. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that being really good. But you know what's funny is my Arch-hag Warlock is kind of the answer to all these problems, because it's a cursing Warlock. And they're trying to make a cursing Warlock, a hexing Warlock, but keep the name Blade in it. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Glitch King. Yeah, I'm refining it a bit, for sure. Magic Weapon is kind of lame. You can't cast it at 6th level for the +3. Yeah, that's true, but +2 is pretty good. Oh, here's a question, guys. What's the craziest magic item, magic weapon? Like, what's the highest plus weapon you got in a campaign? Because currently, my DM in our level 20 campaign, he's very stingy with magic items. I still just have a +1 sword. It's a magic sword that has other things it can do, but it's a +1 sword. Anyway. You don't think that you get armor and shield? If they're I think this. If they're going to be a Gish subclass, they should get armor and shield. If they're gonna instead be a hexing subclass, they shouldn't. That's my opinion. If they're gonna go with what they're going with, I think at a higher level, at level 6 or 10, that's when they should get rid of hex concentration. Oh, nice. Yeah, my biggest problem is that all these features rely on hex, obviously. The actual features themselves are pretty cool, I guess. I'm less mad about it than the Ranger, I will say, because I think they should remake Hexblade as either a subclass for a different class or its own half-caster class. Well, I don't know if you guys watched Triamuk's video. I think he came out with it today. He talked about how it would be, technically he didn't talk about this directly, but he kind of mentioned it. What if it was a fighter subclass? That would be freaking cool. I got a +6 Great Axe for a Barbarian right before he became an NPC by becoming a semi-god assistant. Dude, that's so cool. Maybe Immune Armor Shield could be invocation for blade locks. That would be a completely new design though, because they have never done subclass specific invocations. They have yet to do that. I think they should do that, but they haven't done that. My level 15 Blade Singer has a Awakened Dragon Wrath Rapier, pulled from an Amethyst Dragon's Horde. Okay, in my other campaign, I play a. It's funny, I play a ranger. I play a Gloomstalker, Circle of Stars Druid multiclass, and I got a magic bow called the Nethery Star Bow, and it's a +2 bow, and I got a bunch of like Graviturgy spells that I can cast a few times a day on it. It's very fun. Anyway, I'm gonna put basically all these in yellow. Actually, no, I'm gonna do this. I don't really like Lifestealer though. Actually, Hungry Hex is probably fine, actually. I'm gonna... Should I just do Hexblade Manifest? Oh, you mean Pact of the Blade? Yeah, that could be good. Drools and Ranger. I like Ranger, I just don't like... I like Ranger thematically. Oh yeah, you're talking about like liking the bow. Yeah, actually I can show you guys it. I just realized that. I'm getting so distracted, but it's okay. Don't make fun of my 2,500 million characters. Actually I should use the most recent version. There we go. Here it is. Nethery Starbow. I don't use these, but Magic Missile, Gravity Sinkhole, Magnify Gravity, Fairy Fire, and Guiding Bolt. Yeah, I agree. I wish Wizards liked this too. My DM custom made this. Super cool. Okay, sorry, distraction. Yeah, I'm just gonna complain about Hexblade Manifest, because that's the only issue I really have with this. The thematics are off, but the one thing I don't like about this survey is I can't just talk about the subclass vibes. I can, but they don't give you a section where you can just talk about the vibes of the subclass. So let's, what gives you, okay. This is, I kind of like the maneuver things, but requiring saving throws on something that you already have hex on seems very silly, especially since you can't use them on a target with. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Also, if there's too many saving throws happening, it gets kind of annoying for combat speed. Okay, I'm gonna say this. Hexblade. No. I'm gonna say Hexblade's curse was a great ability, and even though I understand what you are trying to go for, a level 1 spell that I am required to concentrate. What? I can't spell things, guys. I suck. Concentrate. Why can't I spell concentrate? Because I'm not concentrating enough. Concentrate on. Feels bad. Oh, concentrate on to have my subclass abilities feels bad. Yeah, bogging down initiative, especially for a group with mostly ADD and ADHD players like mine, can really get off track very quickly. Yeah, I totally agree. Feels bad. especially on a basically full caster class that really benefits from their concentration. Spells. I like that you get free uses of Hex. I would like this even more if I wasn't required to concentrate. At 6th level. Shadow Sorcerer gets to have a whole summon. Why can't I just get a 1d6 for without concentrating? Okay. Why can't I just get a 1d6? That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, like, isn't that ridiculous? Isn't it ridiculous? Think about this, guys. Freaking Shadow Sorcerer at 6th level is able to summon a undead skeleton or whatever it is that doesn't require concentration, and as they level up, it keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger. It has hit points. It doesn't have any action economy once you have it summoned. And I can't have a subclass if I'm not concentrating on a 1st level spell that by itself only adds 3 average no, I guess depending on how many attacks you have, it does more damage, but like adds a 1d6 extra to my attacks. Like, come on, that's ridiculous. Okay, done ranting about Hex Warlock. Undead. I think this one is fine, but not great. Preach. Thank you. By the way, do you pronounce your name? Is it Petter? Is that how you say it? I just want to make sure I'm saying it right. Undead Warlock. Yes, I love Warlock. I played them in one shots. Overall, how do you feel about Undead Patron subclass? I need to skim it a bit just to remember. You've made a pact with a creature that defies the cycle of life and death. A powerful lich, vampire. I'm not gonna read that shit. What am I doing? I'm gonna read the abilities. Okay. Oh, it's just Peter, but with a D. I get it. Okay, cool. As a bonus action, you can transform into an avatar of your patron's dreadful power, gaining the following benefits. 1 minute until you have the incapacitated condition, blah blah blah. Yeah. So far this is working the same as the previous one, and I knew that it was basically like that. Immunity Frightened. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack roll, you can force them to make a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC. On a failed save, the target has the frightened condition until the end of your next turn. The magic of your patron ensures you always have certain spells ready when you reach a warlock level specified in the undead spell. Yeah, okay. So we got blindness, deafness. I'm gonna say green for form of dread. False life, phantasmal force, ray of sickness, speak with dead, vampiric touch, death ward, phantasmal killer, anti-life show, cloud kill. This spell list is bad. It's not like awful. It's just not great, in my opinion. Grave touched. Your patron's powers have a profound effect on your body and magic, granting you the following benefits. Okay, I like. Wait, I'm gonna go back to the spell list. Sorry. Death Ward is great. False Life is fitting. I don't like Phantasmal Force. Blindness Deafness feels bad on a Warlock. Rave Sickness is bad. Secret Dead is good and fitting. Vampiric Touch is bad. Phantasmal. It's. Cloud. Is it okay to be against spells that are just bad? I don't know. Is that enough of a justification? Anyway, your patron's powers have a profound effect on your body and magic, granting you the following benefits. I am currently playing as Swarmkeeper Dhampir. I constantly have to be reminded of my bonus actions. Oh yeah, dude. Swarmkeeper is rough. Whenever you cast a spell or hit a creature with an attack roll and deal necrotic damage, the damage dealt ignores resistance to necrotic damage. Okay, cool. Additionally, once per turn, when you cast a spell that deals damage while using your form of dread, you can change the spell's damage type to necrotic. Okay, you don't regain exhaustion levels from dehydration. Okay, so you can make your spells necrotic and... Oh yeah, this is an ability that basically does nothing. Yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about this one. It's like a ribbon level. I think that's bad, honestly. Grave Touch is bad. Because if you're using Eldritch Blast, you already have a reliable damage type with force damage. If you're Pact of the Blade, you have Radiant, Psychic. Can you do Necrotic with Pact of the Blade? I forgot. Oh my god, come on. Pact of the Blast. Did you guys see that? Okay, I have to go to source books. I have to go to sources, player's handbook, Warlock, invocations, Pact of the Blade, Pact of the Blade. I know it's radiant damage. Oh, yeah, necrotic, psychic, or... Dude. Yeah, I don't like Grave Touch. Not good. But then, it resists necrotic damage. Okay. Necrotic Husk is fine. Superior Dread is fine. Yeah, I remember reading these ones. Okay, let's go over this. If they fix the spells in Grave Touch, I think it's fine. What? Oh, I didn't finish the question, that's why. Okay, some of the spells are just bad. It's not that they aren't thematic, just I wish there was some better ones. There we go. Okay. And then what keeps you from rating levels? Yeah. Grave Touched might feel good on a different class. Wait, does it just say spells? No. Or hit a creature with an attack roll. But Warlock has Eldritch Blast that is already force damage, and then if you go Pact of the Blade, you already can choose necrotic damage. So this basically ends up feeling like a non-feature. You have to wait till 10th level to actually get another feature. Just being brutally honest here, guys. Okay, that's it, guys. I have okay, before you guys leave though, I have some other stuff I'll talk. I'm gonna talk about my Arch-hag Warlock a bit, because I have some changes I'm planning to make, and I want to know what you guys think. The playtest has been helpful for that. Sorry, that was gross. But yeah, I'm from the United States of America. Which the following represents? Oh, I'm white. I'm non-Hispanic, white, Euro-American. I've never heard of Euro-American before. Which of these best describes your gender? I'm a man. Submit. Oh, privacy policy. Okay, guys, that is my survey. Real quick, though, I wanted to talk about the Arch-hag Warlock. Okay, so if you guys don't know, I have been working on this. A couple weeks ago, I released the what's it called? I released the Grave Warden Ranger subclass, which is cool. I was thinking about doing this style for the Arch-hag. This is no. Sorry, I'm tired. So this is the style that I did on the last one. It's like kind of like old Player's Handbook. I'm thinking about switching to the new style, and I'm gonna have, this is just a placeholder. I'm gonna have my art here that I'm currently commissioning. But the thing is, I don't know, it doesn't all fit here, so I'm gonna have to like figure it out. And maybe just I'll put the credits like down here, and I'll add like art to fill in the rest. But I want to talk to you guys about the actual abilities, because so this is the main ability, Coven's Curse. You can cast Witch Bolt as a bonus action without requiring concentration and without expending a spell slot. You can do so a number of times equal to your Charisma modifier. You gain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. That's pretty standard. This is what I originally had written. It says, when you cast Witch Bolt in this way or deal damage with it on subsequent turns, the target and creatures of your choice within 20 feet of the target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC or become cursed until the end of your next turn. A creature also makes a saving throw if affected by your Hex or Bestow Curse spells. Cursed creatures cannot take reactions. And then as we get higher level, the curse starts to add more things to it. I'm thinking about making an easy change where all I do is I just make the curse happen. And that sounds a little too powerful, but hear me out. Okay, so you cast Witch Bolt as a bonus action. That target is cursed. They can't take reactions until the end of their next turn. Then an AoE happens, and then creatures within 20 feet are also cursed, and they can't take reactions until the end of their next turn. Next turn comes around, if they get 60 feet away from me, Witch Bolt ends. If like and then the other guys that were affected, if they just stay 20 feet away from whoever I'm targeting, the curse will end. Because Witch Bolt has this thing where it ends if you go out of range of the spell. So yeah, even though it doesn't require concentration anymore, I feel like there's still a pretty easy way to end it. So I feel like it's somewhat balanced, and it doesn't do any damage at level 3, extra damage. It just prevents reactions. And then at level 6, when you get the curse, and when lightning damage is done to a cursed creature, it does charisma mod in damage. I feel like that's fine. And then I have a lightning bolt at 5th level, so it's kind of like lightning bolt synergy with witch bolt. I feel like it's fun. And then 10th level, it's just this defensive option. It makes it so you can see cursed creatures that have the invisible condition as if they were visible. And when a cursed creature, specifically when a cursed creature hits you with an attack roll, you can use your reaction to subtract half your warlock level rounded down from the attack roll. And you can use it proficiency bonus times per long rest. So right at level 10, someone hits you, you can minus. It's basically kind of like a shield. It's shield in a way. You get to subtract 5 from the roll, so it's kind of shield indirectly. And then as you go higher levels, it just goes up. But it's only usable on targets that are cursed. So I feel like it's really strong, but it's kind of balanced by that. And then Fury of the Coven, basically as an action, you get to do this big AoE on the cursed targets within 60 feet of you. They take a lot of lightning damage, and they're stunned until the end of your next turn. And all the curses go away. I think that's fun. Spell list is also really good. One good synergy here is at level 7, I give them Conjure Minor Elementals. Maybe add an ability to where the person can end the curse early by taking certain amounts of damage to be determined later if the curse no longer requires a save. That might be a good idea. I just want to make it so that the DM doesn't have to roll saving throws all the fucking time, you know? I just want to make it as simple as possible, but trying not to make it too powerful. And that's the hard thing about this. It's really cool thematically, but I want it to be balanced, you know? Let me think. If we did that mechanic, first of all, that would be a very new mechanic. Like, I don't know of any other ability in D&D that has that. And then as your damage goes up, as you get higher level, yeah, we'd have to figure that out. But what else was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm mostly worried about if it's too powerful. That's what I'm mostly worried about. But anyway, Conjure Minor Elementals at 7th level. They nerfed Conjure Minor Elementals to be a little more balanced. And so that's why I added it on here. And then you can use lightning damage, so you could do a cool thing where you can Eldritch Blast your enemies with lightning damage. And with the 6th level feature, you can, on cursed targets, you can add charisma modifier. Yeah, basically you'll do a lot of damage, which is fun. Also, I feel like I wanted a subclass that feels good as a caster. Because I feel like so many subclasses are very like Pact of the Blade's just so good. It almost feels weird to not play Pact of the Blade Warlock. Also, I'm gonna have a companion document with this, where I'm going to have expanded Eldritch invocations, and I'm thinking about adding a new cantrip as well. But I want that to be a separate document, because that document is more universal. It's gonna be like invocations that any subclass can use. And then I'm going to essentially have 3 different ways you can purchase it. You can purchase just the subclass, you can purchase just the expanded Eldritch invocations, or you can purchase both for a slightly cheaper price. So yeah. Either way. Yeah. And this art looks freaking awesome. It's so creepy, and that's kind of the point. The artist, if you look, it's like she sent me this and she was like, do you think this is too creepy looking? Like, is it too much? And I was like, no, it's perfect. So yeah. And she's not done with it. She's gonna add more details and stuff. This is just what she has so far. So imagine this, but that being here instead of this. And then I'll make a background that I might do this. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, though, I have to pick up my wife from work here soon. I am honestly surprised we got through it all. It helped that there was some that I didn't really have a lot of opinions about. Let me switch over to this. Okay, guys, yeah. So I'll probably... Okay, I have a few different video ideas that I'm gonna make this weekend. I have, first of all, I need to make a build video. I haven't made just a straight up build video in a while. So I think I might try to do that. Sorry guys, if you're a big fan of my build videos. I just had so much going on, and me trying to do this whole homebrew stuff added onto my regular content. Just been a lot, especially with the full-time job. And then, so I'll probably, I don't know if I'll get it this weekend, but I have some other video ideas. I'm thinking about doing a video where I just discuss hags to kind of be a preface before my Arch-hag Warlock release. And also, I'm thinking about, I ran a one-shot for the Hold Back the Dead thing that WotC released a few months ago. And it's a really good one-shot, and I think I might do a review video where I just discuss the one-shot and how I liked it. So yeah, I might do that. I'm definitely gonna be I'll work on a build video this week, but I might not get to it until next week, so we'll see. I'm thinking about doing a Warlock build where I really try to focus on the Gaze of Two Minds invocation to cast from a party member and hide somewhere. I think that'd be kind of fun. Oh, I definitely want to do a build video on my Ranger subclass. That one I might be able to get out this weekend, actually. Yeah. I was wanting to do that. I just wanted to see the interest of the public first. By the way, guys, if you guys didn't know, it's been doing pretty well. I made it free, so I didn't expect much like sales, and I was correct. I didn't get much sales, but downloads, I've gotten a lot of downloads. On Drive-Thru RPG, I've let me see. I've gotten like 80 or 90 downloads. And then on the other website I have it on, I've gotten like 20. I've gotten like over 100 downloads of the subclass, which is really encouraging. So yeah. Anyway, though, I'm probably gonna head out now, though. But just letting you guys know, I'm working on content. I eventually want this to be, at the very least, a part-time thing. It technically is a part-time thing, but just to be transparent with you guys, last year, the total amount of money I made from doing YouTube was $500, which is good. That's cool. That's better than no money. But I did like so many hours of work for $500. So it was like way less than minimum wage. So I'm still struggling to make this even close to a full-time thing. But I would love to eventually. I really love the support I'm getting from you guys, and I'm glad you enjoy the content. And yeah, I'm trying my best to pump out more when I can. So yeah, I'm not trying to make you pity me. I'm just trying to, like, you know, let you know that this is mostly a passion project. Butts. Mostly a passion project, though. I really enjoy doing this. I freaking love D&D. I play D&D so much in my off time. Currently, I'm playing in 2 campaigns. And then I'm DMing a monthly campaign. Yeah, I hope so too. How do I say? After working full time during the week, I don't pity the fool good. After working full time in a week, and then on the weekend choosing to make money. Thank you so much, Glitch King. Yeah, I'm glad you like the channel. And yeah, it definitely does take time to build a channel. I think my homebrew content will definitely help, because it will give a product that people can buy. You know what I mean? Like it'll make, and it's super fun. I really enjoy making the subclasses too, but it'll give someone something to buy that they'll enjoy, you know? And yeah, I think my plan is to eventually make a Patreon that I'll like release a new homebrew content every month. But before I do that, I want to make sure I get a pretty big catalog of content already available, you know? Oh, thank you so much, JP. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. It's nice talking to you guys, though. It's fun. I don't know. I never told you guys this. I actually streamed on Twitch for like multiple years, for fun, just playing games. And then I didn't make the D&D content pivot until relatively recently, and it's been going well. So yeah, so I have a lot of streaming experience, even though I wasn't super successful at it. So yeah. Yeah, new options are always great. People always want the new shiny. Yeah, exactly. And then there's a lot of stuff that I disagree with WotC's design, and it's fun to sort of try to correct that with my own stuff, you know? But anyway, yeah, I gotta go pick up my wife here soon. So you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.